Now.
We can arrange that. This one is fine. Just one side, right?
No, nothing. No, after we do whatever whiskey, whatever. Now we have to start on time. After every project,
No, I'm the old one. No, not old one.
Okay, Saleh, start.
It's about.
Because its orientation is part of the same presentation that I do. It's the same thing, so I will just announce that.
Yeah, the role is the guide people to you were there before?
Good evening.
Good evening.
One more time, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Saleh Rajab. I am the chairman accounts for today's meeting number 721. As a Toastmasters, we promise to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. The Toastmasters International have 4 core values. That is
Respect, integrity, service, excellence.
Excellence.
Please avoid to speak about 3 type of topics, that is sex, religion, and politics. In case of any emergency, please use the exit door. And keep your mobile on silent. Make sure that it is on silent. Otherwise, our president will take it from you. I am sure you are all watching, or majority of you are watching the World Cup. And the most amazing or surprising that Morocco reached to the semi-final, which was expected from the beginning to be out of the World Cup. Actually, that's happened because of 3 factors. One is discipline, first one. Second is team spirit and team work.
Mom's prayers.
Yes, and man's prayer. Here in Toastmasters, we also take care of all the members. If I will talk about myself, when I start alone to take care of myself, that I should be able to speak in public, I failed. But when I joined Toastmasters and I got all this care and support and guidance from all the members and the team here, I was able to overcome my fear. So here is the place where you can get the full support in anything you need, in your English language, in your confidence. Each Toastmaster club has a president, but we have a special president. She is zestful president. She is 2 years in Toastmasters. She loves traveling a lot, and she is full of energy. One thing that wherever she goes, she attracts a limelight, like a limelight. But she is, the funny thing that she is scared of lizard. Let's all welcome our brilliant Toastmaster, President Diem.
And good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
With the power vested in me, I now declare this meeting open. Today, I don't have a message for you all, but on this occasion of the Christmas theme that we are having, I have a small game for you all, and that's called a scavenger hunt. So if you look around, you will see small chips around.
let me first make you all in groups of 4. Okay, so let's leave Santa away. So this will be one group, 3. You all will be 1. Okay, so this is one group. Just 4 of you all. Misha, and the next row. So each row, take 4 of you all, will be one group. Okay, likewise over here as well. Saleh and Geo3, be groups. Form your groups. Groups are done? Okay. So you have a minute where you all will have to roam around, find the chits. For example, a chit over here. You'll find something like this. Okay, so find the word Merry Christmas. So whichever team finds the word Merry Christmas is the winner. Your time starts now.
Only one letter?
Oh, you have to get all letters, is it? You have to get all the letters. Merry Xmas. It's Merry Xmas. Each alphabet, there are about 4 of those.
You use the chair, you use
This is an energizer to get you all energized and me energized. Marwan, you can move. Come on, this will get you the energy you require for your speech as well.
I found 10 dirham here.
Any team winning? All the chips are inside.
Princess, you found something?
Did you find anything? Yeah, it's not amazing. Look around, I can see all empty hands.
Where is our team?
People who stole from our table.
Somebody found the 4 that were sitting on our desk after we'd found them and left them there and padlocked.
Why are you giving the
Whoever comes first with Santa is the winner.
First let me win. If I'm not
Why? You have a pen?
No, I'm not giving you.
Misha, you're in office. You're in office.
See, we have done this. Give me one line. I'll give you any other word.
So task was the read of any paper, right?
30, 29.
Go!
Yeah.
What I collect
It's very
other groups, they told me no.
I give 3 words. What do you give? You took some 3 words. Let me take my 3 words.
Not even one team? Come on, there are each alphabet, there are 4 of those alphabets.
Give me my 3 words. Yes is there. What is missing for you?
See, give me C.
No Christmas. Yes. Xmas. Yes. Where is yes? X.
I think we missed only Xmas.
We have S, you want S?
Yes,
Give
my
us
3 words.
I'm the winner.
Exchange.
Use my 3 words.
Do you guys have a, does anyone want S?
Here, take the snap. I'm the winner.
We are in this group.
Okay, if it's done, can you all have everybody back to your seats?
Yeah.
Santa, do you want to see? Who's this? Because.
Not because it's me.
It's okay. So why it is behind? Okay, so all of you all are energized? Good. Ready to start the meeting? We are still counting the alphabets. Please have a seat. I needed this energy very badly because the last couple of nights, ever since the World Cup is going on, I haven't been sleeping properly. And last couple of days also, I've been in and out everywhere with the Christmas. So this was an energizer for me as well. So welcome. And for the benefit of the guests, let me take you through our meeting. Welcome to Dubai Toastmasters Club meeting number 721. So what is Toastmasters?
Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization which started 98 years ago on 22nd October 1924. Our headquarters are in Colorado. Across, we have 282,055 members in 144 countries and 14,749 clubs. When it comes to UAE, we have 172 clubs in UAE with 3,000 plus members. Our CEO is Daniel Drex, and our international president is distinguished Toastmaster Matt Pinson. So what are the benefits of joining Toastmasters? Amitwa, why did you join Toastmasters?
To have a public speaking good and to build a leadership qualities.
Very good. Public speaking, leadership, Mirza.
Engagement.
Engagement.
For self-development.
Sorry?
For self-development.
Self-development, very good. Mohammed Rashid.
Yeah, Toastmasters is like a fuel for the fortnight for me. It gets me
Good.
going for the next 2 weeks.
Amazing fuel for the entire fortnight. Marwan, you just joined.
Improve myself.
Improve your skills. Santosh,
To be leader and to build leaders.
to be a leader and build leaders. Bob,
It looked like fun.
this is exactly the benefits that you will get. I'm not going to go through because our members have said it all. So how do you do this? How do you achieve being a leader? How do you achieve being a confident public speaker? Through a program that we have known as Pathways. There are 11 pathways that we have, from dynamic leadership, to coaching, to humor, to planning, to presentation mastery, to persuasive influence, motivational strategies, leadership development, strategic relationships, team collaboration, and visually communication. And what do you get? What are the core competencies? Exactly what you all said. Public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic relationship, leadership, management, and confidence. How does this work? For example, let's say you want to do motivational strategies. So it takes you to your competencies 1, 2, 3, 5. What is 1, 2, 3, 5? Public speaking, then 2, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, and confidence. So when you become a member, for the guests who are not a member, and when you choose your pathways, decide what you want. What have you come here for? Is it confidence? Is it public speaking? Is it leadership? What? And depending on that, you will tie up your core competencies with the paths. Okay, so how does the network work? So Dubai Toastmasters Club, I'm the president of Dubai Toastmasters Club. A few clubs together form an area. We belong to area 20, and the area director is Toastmaster Feroz Abdullah. A few areas together form a division. We come under Division B. Our distinguished Toastmaster Pragnya Venigala is the Division B director. Few divisions together form a district. We come under District 105. Our district director is distinguished Toastmaster Rania. Few districts together form the region. Our Region 11 director is distinguished Toastmaster Shabaz, and our international president, distinguished Toastmaster Matt Kinsey. Here in Dubai Toastmasters, we have an ExCom, and our ExCom consists of the president, that is me. We call ourselves the visionary rock stars, that's the name given by the ExCom. We have a VP Education, Toastmaster Nisha. We have our VP Membership, Toastmaster Yulia, who's not here today. We have our VP PR, Toastmaster Misha. We have our Treasurer, Toastmaster Api, who's not here again today. He's traveling. We have our Secretary, Toastmaster Santosh.
Hello everyone.
And our Sergeant at Arms, who you all just saw, and you can see him moving around doing his job, Toastmaster Saleh. So about Dubai Toastmasters Club, it is the first club in Dubai, the second club in UAE. It's the mother club of Dubai and Northern Emirates. It has a wealth of experience of 26 years, and it's the home club to the past international president, the only past international president of Middle East, Colonel Muhammad Murad, distinguished Toastmaster. Membership fee for 1 year is 750 dirhams and 450 for 6 months, and a one-time registration fee of 75. Guest fees are 25 dirhams per meeting. So this is our founder, Dr. Jayasree Smedley, and we believe in these words. This is our learning mantra, that we believe best in moments of enjoyment. We will see that in today's meeting, and here are some pictures to portray the fun we have in our meetings. So let me welcome two new members to our family. Toastmaster Marwan, who just joined last week, and Toastmaster Yasa, who joined. He's not here today because he's down with the flu. So these are the two new babies to the Dubai Toastmasters Club. Now let me get some guests over here. You can either come onto the stage or you can stand in your place and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, what's your profession, what do you do, how did you come to know about this meeting, and what are your expectations from the meeting? Can we have a guest, please? Princess.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Princess, and what do? I am a logistics coordinator. I'm currently job hunting, and I recently came into the UAE looking for work because logistics is such a good industry in the UAE, and I came to know about this meetings through Ask Who, or different, based on what I'm interested in, so I thought I should just get to find a club where I can meet people with like-minded, and my expectations is to just learn and a skill or two and just develop myself. So yeah, thank you.
Welcome, Dylan.
Hi, my name is Dylan Joseph. Professionally, I'm a banker. I'm also a job seeker at the moment. I'm from District 82, Sri Lanka, and I got to know about the club through the Toastmasters International web, and I got to know about the history of the club as well. So very interesting. And my expectation is to improve my skills through this meeting and take it to the other clubs as I move on.
Welcome, Toastmaster Dylan. The lady behind Toastmaster Dylan.
Hello, I'm Tal. I'm a social media manager, and I found out about this club through my sister. I came with no expectations for this meeting.
Welcome and enjoy. Can we have one or two guests from this side?
Hi, my name is Pramodini. I am as of now a homemaker, and I've been known Toastmasters for a long time. Actually, I wanted to join. I wanted my sons to, form a part of. We have something called.
Yeah,
to
join the gathering.
And I just came here to see what exactly you guys do.
Welcome, Pramodini. And last one,
Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Vamsi. So, yeah, my profession is I'm a IT software guy. So, I recently moved to Dubai. It's just 4 months old. And Toastmasters, actually, I have bit experience. I was with the TCS. So, TCS have their own club. So, we have our own goals to participate there and give as part of our yearly appraisal process. So, we were forced to go there. So, I know about the Toastmasters. So, here I am having my family is back in India, so I have good time to spend. So I thought to make it useful somehow. Yeah, so my expectation is mostly I have actually stage fear. I'm not very good at the vocabulary and all, which I'm trying to improvise myself. So that is my expectation from this. Thank you.
welcome to the club, and even if your family wants, you still come back.
I hope so.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's move on. Now, every meeting has a framework. We have prepared speeches, we have impromptu speaking, we have grammarian, we have evaluators, we have report section. But to take you through the meeting, we have the Toastmaster of the day. So who is the Toastmaster of the day, or TMOD as we fondly call them? So they are, this person is a genial host who will take you through the entire proceedings of the meeting. And today, our TMOD is a very gorgeous lady, Toastmaster Jayasree, who's been a Toastmaster only for the last 5 months. She is a digital marketer by profession. She loves reading. She reads a book and then she stops and then she goes through the page and then she gets her own observations and then she reads a lot to her kids, and her kid has also by-hearted a book. Her favorite place is Dubai, and she is a zodiac sign enthusiast. Put your hands together for our
Thank you, Club President. So my turn to be Toastmaster was next year, 2023. So when my mentor, TM Nisha, told me about today, I thought to myself, should I choose a death by 1,000 cuts or should I choose death by a bullet? I chose the second one and here I am. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, it's my privilege to welcome you to this prestigious Dubai Toastmasters Club. Let's create some energy. DTC.
DTC. DTC. DTC.
Yes. Yeah. That was awesome. My name is Jayasree Ravindran and I am excited to be the TMOD of today. And today's meeting theme is, drum rolls please. Today is your day. Let me start off with a story. Last Wednesday, I went to Medina Jumeirah and I met this mountaineer from South Africa. She is one of the few women who reached the top of the world, Mount Everest. Her name is Lee Dan Horn. It took her 2.5 months to reach the Mount Everest. You know that Mount Everest is the tallest point on earth. It is 8,849 meters high. But it's just close to 9 kilometers. There must be runners and walkers out here. How long do you think you will need to cover 1 kilometer? Take a guess. No one walks?
5 hours.
5 hours? Then you can climb mountains.
Less than 10 minutes.
12 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Even if we take 2 hours to cover 1 kilometer, we can reach Mount Everest, the top of the world, in 1 day. But Mount Everest cannot be climbed in 1 day. I had this brilliant idea. Let me just hire a helicopter. It can pick me up and drop me on the top. I can click some selfies, post it on Instagram, and get 1 million likes. I can even be an influencer. I asked Lee the same question. She laughed at me and said no. I asked why not. She said, the higher it gets, the level of oxygen decreases. If a helicopter takes me to Mount Everest and drop me there, I'll pass out in just 2 seconds. The human body cannot withstand that much pressure too fast. You got to take 1 day at a time. How mountaineers train is that they will start 1 year ahead. And finally, when they start climbing, they would walk 1 kilometer and come back. Repeat it the same several times. Each time, it helps them to adapt the body. It helps them to adapt to the altitude and acclimatize. Then go for the next round and come back to the base camp. Then between different camps, they repeat over and over again. And that's why it takes 2.5 months to reach the top of the world, Mount Everest. Toastmasters, life is the same. It's the small little things that we do every day that gets us through. When things get tough, there will be a little voice inside of you that may drag you down. I know it because I have heard it 1,000,000 times. In situations when life gets tougher, you and I have 95% chance of giving up. Here, I want to ask one member and one guest, what would they do when life gets tough? Show of hands, please. Yeah, Toastmaster in the stream.
I pray.
Sorry?
I pray.
One guest, please, the social media marketer.
I accept it.
What about Toastmaster Santosh?
Well, I'll reach out to my mentors, for my directors.
Oh my God. I saw a hand here.
Well, I wouldn't do something so saintly. I just get drunk for a night and pretend that never happened and wake up to the same reality the next day and see what to do with it.
I like this one. What great answers. See, that's why we have Toastmasters. Inspiration, determination, excellent examples. Same as them, I want you and me to focus today. Trust the process even if the going gets tough. Slow down, take a breath, but just keep moving. Believe and think that today is your day. Today is the day that you will just keep moving. Toastmasters, you have accomplished more by being here today. You could very well be at your home looking at a Netflix video, but you are here. You made a decision and you are a winner. It was in the end what Lee said to me was most interesting. The miracle is that she did not reach or did reach the Mount Everest. The miracle is not that she reached the top of the world. The miracle is that she took the first step. The miracle is that she just kept moving. Everyone in here will have their own summits, their own goals, their own dreams. So Toastmaster, today, are you ready to take the first step?
Yes.
Yes.
And if you have already taken the first step, are you ready to just keep moving?
Yes.
Yes. And today, are you ready to give your best every moment?
Yes.
Yes.
What? Are you
Yes.
ready?
Yes.
Absolutely.
More energy.
Yes.
That's the DTC spirit. Now let's welcome our word master. In Toastmasters, we believe in continuous learning, continuously improving ourselves. How about we learn a new word today? Today, Toastmaster Vikas has taken up the role. He is one of the newest members of Dubai Toastmasters. And I am so glad that he's taken role so fast. A fun fact about him is that he do not have any secrets. Is it so? Either he doesn't really have any secrets or his wife is watching. Toastmaster Vikas Jalan, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster TM Jayasree, and so let's start with a quiz. How many of you remember the word which we discussed during our last meeting? So, being a word, it's just not a word master, but I'm making it as a quiz master. So with this picture, how many of you can identify the word? Or you can just tell me the theme, what this image displays.
Journey.
Journey.
Perspective.
Open
Never
road.
ending.
Will. Identity.
Nature.
Okay, the word of the day is incessant. The antonyms for this is bounded, ceasing, completed, finished. The synonyms for this is ceaseless, continuous, non-stop, unbroken, uninterrupted. The example for this word is, with Toastmasters incessant knowledge, we improve every day. For people that practice Carpe Diem, happiness is incessant. The noise was incessant throughout the night. Mother's love is incessant for a child. So, looking ahead for all of us using the word incessant today during our presentations and speeches. Thank you.
Get some volunteers.
Probably some of the members or guests can give some examples with the word incessant.
I come from the northeast of England where the rain is incessant.
Thank you, Bob. Anyone else?
I want every Toastmasters commitment to Dubai Toastmasters Club to be incessant.
Thank you. Anyone else?
This is a season of incessant flus.
Thank you for that. And yes.
Your incessant journey will take you to the pinnacle of your goal, and it's a journey that you take.
Thank you.
People must seek to incessantly learn throughout their life.
Thank you. Thank you. Over to TM Jayasree.
What an interesting word. I'm sure that I'll be using it incessantly. People, this is his first role. Please give him a big round of applause. Moving on, every Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 sessions. The first session is the prepared speech session, where speakers deliver speeches from their pathways. Let's start with the prepared speech session. Now, Evaluator 1, TM Bosco Mascarenas, will present the objectives of speaker number 1, TM Marwan Medhat's speech. Everyone, please welcome our first evaluator, TM Bosco Mascarenas.
Toastmaster Marwan Medhat is doing his pathways on visionary communication. He is in his level 3 and project 2, and the project is Understanding Vocal Variety. The speech title is I Can Change It. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, TM Bosco. Now about TM Marwan Medhat, he's a seasoned Toastmaster, but new to our club. He's a coach and he is the happiest when he plays like a little child. Now I know where to take my kids on a play date, Marwan. Please put your hands together for the very charming and ever smiling Toastmaster Marwan Medhat. Toastmaster Marwan Medhat, I can change it, I can change it, Toastmaster Marwan Medhat.
Raise your hand if you're raised in a culture that says that you'll be happy and successful if you're a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer. We learn many things in school, but we're not taught how to consciously choose our future direction in life. I vividly remember this pivotal meeting with my father, a friend from high school, and his dad. The meeting was about setting the future direction for those 17-year-old high school graduates. All the choice was about, will they be successful in life if they choose this college versus that one? A few years later, I graduated from the College of Pharmacy. All of them said, follow the big pharmaceutical company names and you'll be successful. So I did. Selling medicines was not actually my thing. It was not my passion. But I was good at it. So I stayed. Few years later, my friends disappeared. I asked them, where are you going? They told me we are traveling to countries with great money and big cars. So I traveled. And I remember once this incident. It was during packing my bags and having one of our usual kitchen conversations. My mom asked me, Marwan, since you have everything you need for here, why are you traveling? And they said, it's an experience that I want to try. Little did I expect that experience would last as short as 12 years. Day after day, month after month, and year after year, I used to lose part of my soul. I turned into this person who did his job without a heart or desire. I used to be a living zombie. Things were really hard. Happiness was seen only in the eyes who got promoted. So I thought, maybe when I get a promotion, I will be happy. So I started seeking promotion with all my desire. Years passed by, waiting for the promotion that never came. That made me think, maybe I'm in the wrong career. Maybe I need to change it. But if I do, what else will I do? My wife being the mirror back for how unsatisfied I was with my job, I went to her one day and I told her, honey, I found it. I found what I want to do. I want to be a diving instructor. And she was like, crazy? Dream crashed. So I went to her another day. Honey, finally I found it. I want to be a commercial pilot. And again, crazy. My dream crashed again. That was a very low point of my life. My pain was incessant. So I thought, nowhere to go, still fixed on the promotion. There was this team, my team and I, in my manager's office. Seeing my manager being very busy with what he's doing, attending requests from everywhere, suddenly I had an epiphany. The screen just froze, and I asked myself the million-dollar question. Will I be happy if I was in his shoes? And the answer was, a very big X on the screen. And that was enlightening. So I started to exclude everything that I do not want. And I came up with the idea of being a trainer. Okay, but how can I change what I did for the past 15 years into training? Few people came to my mind, and I had this very important quote. That was my mentor. Okay, Marwan, here's what you need to do. You need to read books, attend courses, and you need to prepare and plan for your presentations with your team. Just start from where you are right now, and you'll figure out your way. It was very fast, overwhelming, but very rich as well. But some things caught my attention. Okay, so what do I prepare? And he said something that was said to me for the first time when I was 35 years old. Prepare what you love. Prepare what I love. Okay, so what do I love? Back then, I was fascinated with the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So I got the ball rolling and prepared from the book. I got excited throughout the process. Later on, the term life coaching came to my awareness. So I thought, that was it. I made up my mind and heart and a little bit of confidence to speak to my wife. So, honey, finally I found it. I want to be a life coach. Surprisingly, her reply was, yes, that's fitting for you. She saw something that's fitting for me in that. So I started to research and hired a coach to become one. I can change it. I embarked on a journey to change the career that I was not very fulfilled with into something that intrinsically rewarding. Now let me introduce you to the version who's before and after of myself.
Wow. No ways.
Today, I interview people for my coming soon podcast, Career Shift. People who successfully did it. No matter where you are right now, just stop and ask yourself, am I happy with what I am doing or seeking? Because if not, you can't change it. It doesn't really matter how old you are or how much responsibilities you have. You can start with this very simple idea. Believe to follow your heart and create an abundant life from your passion. So here's my invitation for you. If I can change it, so can you. Back to you.
That was remarkable, wasn't it?
Yes.
I hope you grow tremendously as a speaker and you will be able to do impactful speeches in front of 3,000 members. Audience, now you have 30 seconds to give your valuable feedback and comments, WhatsApp or small notes. You can write what you like about the speech, areas improvement, and give to Toastmaster Marwan. Moving on, now I should give 30 seconds, right? Yeah. Please. Yes, 30 seconds is up. Now, evaluator 2, Toastmaster Sandeep Andani will present the objectives of speaker number 2, Toastmaster Robert's at-home speech. Everyone, please welcome our second evaluator.
Good evening, everyone. Our next speaker is doing level 2, speech 2 from the pathway presentation mastery. The project is titled Effective Body Language. The purpose statement for the same is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he or she uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. Wish you all the best.
About speaker number 2, Toastmaster Bob. He has been with us for over a year. He is an incessant learner. Even after being a teacher for so many decades, he still continues to come to every Toastmaster meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Toastmaster TM Robert Chapman.
My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, distinguished Toastmasters, welcome guests, boys and girls, and anybody else who doesn't fit into one of the previous mentioned categories. Tonight, I would like to introduce you to an act of prestidigitation, magic. We're going to look at a small piece of magic. I'm going to teach you how to do the magic, why you should do the magic, why the magic works, and why you should be very careful with magic because it's dangerous. But first, while technology is going on, technology is wonderful. It can allow you to make much bigger mistakes much faster than you could ever do by hand. I would like to ask a question of you, which might be a bit of a dim question given my audience. How many people, please, have ever watched a TED talk, live or on video? That's pretty much everybody, which is what I expected. So you're now qualified to answer my next two questions, which are multiple choice questions, and which you can answer in one of three ways. It's very, very good. It's okay, but not that special, or it's any old rubbish will do. So, thinking about TED Talks and the content of a TED Talk, how would you assess the content in terms of inspiration, useful knowledge, is it 1, 2, 3, go?
Two.
It's
not there.
Second question, thinking about the speakers who get in to do TED Talks, are they very, very good? Okay, they'll do, or well, kind of, sort of, yeah. 1, 2, 3, go. We're varying a bit more with this than with the first one, and there is a reason for this with air. There's a trick that was done and some research that was done on TED Talks. Now, 2 TED Talks on topic of leadership from September 2003. One, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, Fields Wigger Muren, I'm probably getting that wrong, and another Simon Sinek. Now, statistically, you're more likely to know Simon Sinek than Fields Wigger Muren. One of these was much more popular than the other, but again, I'd like you to guess. Is it 10 times more popular, more than 10 times more popular, or less than 10 times more popular? 1, 2, 3, guess. Very good guess. Some people are not answering. You're not allowed to not answer. The actual figures as of last week. Now, I would be able to suffer having close to 1.5 million people listening to anything that I was talking about, but you can see Simon Sinek is up there with the World Cup final, probably, on 60 million plus views. You can absolutely talk about a TED talk and say, this is more popular than that, because more people have watched it. And you can gauge exactly how much more. Now the question is, why? Why does it work like that? You might have thought that I was cherry picking and cheating, but actually no. The average top rank are over 7 million, and the bottom rank are even lower than the previous one that I showed you. It has to be down to the individual presenters. It's not the content, because you don't get to be on stage for TED unless your content is pretty good. It's down to your charisma, the credibility, and the perceived intelligence of the speaker. Now, in the study, they looked at absolutely everything that they could imagine. They looked at the way that people were dressed. They looked at the vocal variety. Were these people capable of generating a sense of drama, of using their voice as well? Yes, they were. It matters, but it wasn't the chief thing that came up to correlate with those radically different numbers. Would anybody like to guess? What was it? It should have been an easier thing to...
Body language.
Thank you. A bit more specific than that. Hand gestures. The top ranked one, those 7 million plus, were using on average 465 hand gestures within an 18-minute TED talk. The lower ones average 272, which means some were way lower. And this was the #1 correlation between what did they do to promote this feeling that they're very charismatic, very credible, and pretty intelligent. Why? What's that?
Expansive.
Visual. It's big.
Expression.
It's big. What's that?
Small.
Thank you. You're getting better at this. It reinforces meaning. If you heard it and you saw it, you're more likely to register it, therefore more likely to understand and remember. In the same way that I've just highlighted one word to emphasize it in writing, the gestures emphasize and bold the ideas in speech. They do give you an outlet for nervous energy. It's a lot of tension and a lot of adrenaline, but this helps you remove it. And I'm not going to put a picture for this because relaxed doesn't show very well, but it shows how relaxed the speaker is. Now, there is a thing about this. Albert Mehrabian, who was a lecturer at UCLA, which forever afterwards you have to think of as UCLA. It's fun to study at that. UCLA. They're not joining in on the chorus. You need to join in on the chorus. Came up with the 738-55 rule. Has anybody heard of the 730? Gold star down here. You've got to pay more attention. It's about how we trust and what we trust. Now, words, we don't trust words very much. 7% you'd value. The tone of the voice, the way those words were said, you believe much more. I love you. Doesn't convince. But the thing that really sells is the body language. You might be able to lie with words. You might be able to lie with words and the sound of the word. But try juggling 3 things at once and something falls down. That was probably the thing that's furthest from the words. That was me saying it twice. Be careful with this, because if you start to gesture like this incessantly, then you don't look very good. You should practice in front of a mirror until the person that you're looking at looks natural. Big, small, and
UCLA.
Thank you. I've stopped putting up thank you signs at the end of it.
I had told Rajesh that I will record my voice with each slide. I've got to focus more on my body language. That concludes the prepared speeches session. Now it's time for the timers report. It's based on the timers report that we decide who is qualified for the vote of best speaker. And now about our timer, Toastmaster Amit, I asked him, which is your favorite holiday destination? And this was his answer. The beauty of nature always attracts me. The white sandy beaches of Goa, living in the middle of sea at Maldives, it's snowfall in Switzerland, running with a giraffe in Masai Mara, always my dream destination. How poetic am I? Even I feel relaxed after reading this. You should definitely write for the Toastmaster magazine. Team Amit, can we have the report, please?
Good evening, all of you. So the first speaker, TM Marwan, the time took 7 minutes 43 seconds. Not qualified. And the speaker 2, TM Bob, it took 7 minutes 38 seconds.
Both are not qualified. Amazing speeches, but not qualified.
That makes it easier. No more menti.com.
No.
So this brings us to the session break. Now it's time for coffee and some delicious refreshments, and of course networking. And I got a task for every Toastmaster. You must speak to a Toastmaster you have never met and spoken to, and also a guest. And guest, we'll be happy to when you say hi. So please don't feel shy. Please say hi. And also we got a surprise gift for those who can guess who the secret Santa is, and
Santa
Claus.
No,
Stand up.
Yeah, please stand up. So the first one to give the correct answer secretly to Sergeant and Arms win the first prize.
I knew her from her back.
We send the message to Saleh.
Yes.
The first correct answer to Saleh will get a prize.
If nobody's
So can we
answering,
have
they
a
roll
picture
master.
before?
Yeah, sure.
Call everybody for a picture.
Please, can we have picture? Yeah, group picture.
Group picture, please.
She's so scared.
Any questions? Good, how are you doing? All well, can't complain. Nothing with you? Hi, Misha. How are you? All well.
So?
Just about. Very good.
Thank you very much. Both of us, I think, both disqualified.
What is the time?
7 minutes 30, and I think I was 8 seconds over.
Both of you?
I saw the red, and I thought I'd finish this quickly, and I'll just get there. Yeah.
So your vote is qualified? Yeah. So no one can win best speech. People will vote for that? No voting for that. No voting for that. That's what I know about it.
It's a draw, it's going to go.
And Morocco is going to be sorry.
Can we close the door, please? Sergeant at Arms, can we close the door?
All right.
Everyone please settle down.
Yes, please.
That means Nisreen and Santosh. Welcome back. Now it's time to induct new members to the club. The new members will be taking the Toastmaster oath, and the ceremony will be led by Toastmaster Misha. About Toastmaster Misha Kurochkin, the fun fact is that he is a big fan of cyberpunk, and I had to search what cyberpunk means. So it is a futuristic sci-fi genre, and one of the earliest books in the genre is titled "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" Do androids dream of electric sheep? He loves to ski, he loves to surf. Please welcome the most creative VPPR Toastmaster Misha Kurochkin.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
May I please invite to this stage all new members, please. And please applause to new members. Please feel comfortable, just stay in front front of all our new all our members. Yep. Okay.
Can we switch that off behind so that the light doesn't fall in?
So first of all, welcome to the Toastmasters family. And your incessant journey started after this ceremony.
New member induction.
During the induction ceremony, when I will read this pledge line by line, repeat after me, not along with me. So just after me. And when I start with I, say your name, okay? I. Your name. Okay, again. I, Misha Kureshkin. Once again. I. In the presence of my fellow members. Of the Dubai Toastmasters Club. Make this firm obligation. To attend meetings regularly. And prepare fully for each assignment. Not like this. To apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmaster education program. To apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program. To participate actively in club activities. To evaluate others. In a positive, constructive manner. To build open, friendly relationships. With my fellow members. And to bring other new members. Into the club. So that can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters. Applause, everyone. Okay, now may I please ask all the members stand up. Would all please all members repeat club's pledge to our new members. Please repeat after me. We, the member of the Dubai Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development. To provide you with positive, helpful evaluations. To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere. To give you opportunities to help others. And to make your Toastmaster membership. A rewarding and fulfilling experience. Applause, everyone.
Yes, can you all come together? Wait, 2 minutes to come a little closer. Congratulations to the newly inducted members.
Now it's time for the second session of the meeting table topics. This session will help members develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly and respond to an impromptu question for topic. And today, TM Mirza has taken up this role. About TM Mirza, he is passionate at everything he does. He takes up role every chance he gets. And I'm at O with his determination to succeed. And his favorite holiday destination is his home. To conduct the table topics, please welcome our Toastmaster, TM Mirza Danis.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ravindran, and I'm your table topic master of the day. And my job is to invite guests or member of the club to give them a topic on any topic to speak about 1 minute to 2 minutes. The maximum would go about 2 minutes 30 seconds. The exciting part is the timing. So be sure that you be qualified, then not too qualified. Okay, keep these two things in the mind. The rule of the timing is the minimum you have to speak for 1 minute. The maximum you need to speak 2 minutes 30 seconds. So after that, you will be disqualified. Sorry?
1 minute will be green.
Yeah, I'll speak that.
Second will be amber,
Okay.
and red will
The
be
green light will show after 1 minute you speaking. So you need to speak minimum 1 minute. Then the amber or yellow light will show once you reach 1 minute 30 seconds. And the red light will show once you reach 2 minutes. But after that, you get 30 seconds of grace time, so which you need to wrap up your questions. All right. So now we are into the festive seasons, Christmas and New Year. And my questions, okay, I'll not say. So you will be aware. All right. So my first question goes to the guest, not the guest, the member of the club, TM Distinguished Toastmaster, Ramesh. Toastmaster, DTM Toastmaster, DTM Master. Distinguished Toastmaster, Ramesh, your first question. The first question is, what is New Year to you? Is it just the number on the calendar or New Year, new me? I will repeat, what is New Year to you? Is it just the number in the calendar or New Year, new me? Go ahead.
Thank you. Respected table topic master, my dear friends and guests. For me, New Year is an opportunity to take stock of what I have achieved so far in the year and to look forward to what is it I want to do, more than what is it I want to do, what is it I want to be in the next year. Every time I look at it and saying that, okay, I am not yet my best. My best is yet to come. So that means there is always opportunities to improve myself. Having said that, for me, New Year is not the 1st of January every year. New Year is every sunrise for me. Every sunrise, I say, I'm happy to have one more sunrise. This is not just a new day. This is an opportunity to be a new year, a new me. And I look forward to each and every day. And for me, the celebration of New Year is celebrating a new me. Because what I am today is better than what I was yesterday. With all the experiences I've had, I use the experiences to make a better me. And that's where I remain in Toastmasters even after 15 years, because my best is yet to come. So my friends, don't let the new year be just happening once in 365 days. Let your new year and a new you happen every day. Thank you very much.
Please give it up for DTM. My next table topic guest, I would like to invite Mr. Osman. Please give it up. All right, so your next question is for you. What do you like the most? The Christmas gift or New Year party, and why? I will repeat. What do you like the most? Christmas gifts or New Year party?
and why? Personally, I love New Year party. It's the best time to laugh. You hear so many jokes of people wanting to do things in the next coming year that they will never do. All my family, all the time, they sit together and they come, oh, you know what, I'm gonna lose weight, like you can see. I'm gonna start a new sport, boxing, some dance. At the end of the year, they just spend more time on Netflix watching new movies and series. And then you finish the year and saying, oh, I wanted to do it, but I didn't do it. I wish I could do it, but whatever. So that's why I love this New Year party. Usually we spend more time on just saying what we hope we could do than what we will do. So it's very fun, really fun. I come from Morocco, a country that normally we do not celebrate Christmas like in Dubai, but I guess we celebrate Christmas more than European people do. I believe you all live this in your families. So to answer your question, I love New Year party, yes, a lot. It's a time where it's fun. Some people cry. I'm not gonna share why they cry in my family in this New Year party, but generally it's a time where we always lie to each other and we just wish the best to finish a year like we just the one happened before. So basically this is it. Thank you very much.
Next one, I'd like to invite a member of our club, Nisreen, TM Nisreen. Give it up for TM Alright, your question goes to share your funny moments of 2022 that brings smiles on your face. Share a funny moment of 2022 that brings smiles on your face. TM Nisreen.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Good evening, members.
Good evening.
Right here, now on the spot, I don't have a specific funny moment that comes to mind. Maybe as I'm speaking, an event might come, and I will share it with you. However, I would like to say that in general, for me, the most memorable and funny moments are those where, with some friends, someone says something, or at the same time, the synchronicity makes it that we pick up on the same event or the same sort of moment that happens, and we both look at each other and we just crack like crazy in laughter, which is what happened exactly yesterday with a friend. We were somewhere and the waiter was from Uganda. I actually asked the waiter where he was from. And he said that he was from Uganda, and I told him we were talking about football and the Moroccan team winning and all, but I forgot to take his name. And my friend wanted to ask something about her order, and he was a little bit at a distance, and I told her, ask Uganda. And she just was laughing like crazy, and I didn't understand why. For me, it was just like normal, like I didn't say it, like I said it like without thinking, you know? And she was just like laughing. And when I saw her contagious laughter, I just started to laugh myself. And it was like one of the moments where I laughed the most, because I've been going through like a little bit busy life and a bit of stress, and I didn't laugh for a long time. So yesterday when that happened, I laughed so much that it helped me compensate for all those times in the weeks and the months that I didn't have like a big laughter coming from the depth of my heart. So this is what I would like to share with you. This is one of the funny and happy moments that happened to me in 2022. Thank you.
The next one, I like to invite a guest. Anyone wants to participate before I force you? TM Dilan. Ex-TM, he is a Toastmaster in Sri Lanka. Give it up to this guy.
Very good.
Your question, you have two options. Being an adult with 1 million dirham or dollar, or forever go back to your childhood. with no money. Of course, kids doesn't require money. I will repeat the questions. You have two options. One, being an adult with 1 million US dollars. Second, or go back to your childhood with no money. That's correct. Over to you.
Being a banker, and especially being a credit officer, you get lots of people's income to analyze. When you analyze them, you realize even the clerk who is working can have a $1 million life, but not with assets, but with how they are using the money they have. Why it's called a child is always being happy without money, because money is not the thing for the children. The same thing applied last year when I saw the Christmas tree of my house. I have 3 kids, and all 3 were having gifts under the table, under the tree. And my 4-year-old son ran up to the tree and took one gift and said, "Dad, it's the best Christmas of my life." If I have $1 million, still I can live like a beggar. But the small gift where my 4-year-old kid made him someone who is having the entire life or entire world on his hands. Ultimately, it's not the childhood, which I'm an adult, and I never want to go to that childhood because my kids are enjoying that. If I being a child, I might miss out lots of responsibilities, but being an adult, looking at my children and enjoying what I have earned is more than a 1 million. Even if I have 1 million, I'll be the same person who would live by looking at my kids. Okay.
How much time do we have?
One more.
One more. One more? One more. I'd like to invite one more guest. Pramodini? Yes. How are you? Pramodini, you have a question?
Yeah.
Suppose you were to play one character on a movie, what character would that be and why? You want to repeat my questions? If you were to play one character on a movie, what character would that be and why? What?
Just give me a moment to think. Good evening, everybody. I guess I would like to be Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, because even though it's a very quiet movie, silent movie, but through his actions he could convey all his messages and he could make us laugh. Though what I have read from his history, he didn't have a very great life as such. He had a lot of problems in his life, but in his movies he would forget everything and he would just show his best, give us the best out of his actions. So I guess that's it.
Continue talking till it becomes clear.
So I feel even one moment of laughter is a great deal, because nowadays we are all stressed and everybody needs at least something to smile about, but it's all up to us how we perceive things and how we sorry. I guess I need time to prepare some things because I'm not a very good speaker. I'm not a great conversationalist also, I guess. Sorry, guys.
All right, that was it from my side. We have ended the sessions of Table Topic Masters, and good luck for everyone who participate in this session. Thank you.
A lot of fun questions. Now we are moving on to the timers report. So, TM Amit, please.
DTM Ramesh took 2 minutes 15 seconds. TM Ottoman take 1 minute 24 seconds. TM Nisrin take 2 minutes 9 seconds. TM Dylan takes 2 minutes 15 seconds. Guest Pramodini takes 1 minute 10 seconds.
All are qualified.
All are qualified. Thank you.
Members, please go to menti.com and the code is here, and please vote for your favorite table topic speaker.
Tell them everybody.
Yeah. Now, everyone can vote. Please go to menti.com and enter this code to the Mentimeter, and please vote.
But only Toastmaster.
No,
everyone.
For table topics, everybody.
How? It's a website? Or?
Yes, menti.com.
Menti.com and put that code.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this code on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Now, evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Bosco, will give his observations and constructive suggestions to speaker number 1, Toastmaster Marwan. About Toastmaster Bosco, he is a leader. He is a leader who leads us with humility. Behind his innocent smile, he has a golden heart and so much dedication for the Toastmasters community. A fun fact about him is that in school dramas, he mostly ended up playing a female character. Talks a lot about talent. Everyone, please welcome our first evaluator, Toastmaster Bosco Matrana.
Toastmaster of the day, dear Toastmasters and guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
What an inspiring speech. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Toastmaster Marwan impressed all of us, or I say impressed me more than everyone from the first second when he took position, stood here, paused for a few seconds and then started the speech. This is the best way to start a speech, and this is what we all tell Toastmasters: come here, pause, and then start a speech. Then he opened the speech with a question, okay, and immediately he started connecting with the audience. Personal stories always works, and today's speech by Toastmaster Marwan was no exception. The before and after picture summed up exactly how the speech should sum up. Well, this is a special project. The project is to use vocal variety in the speech. So how much has Toastmaster Marwan attempted that? Volume, perfect. Voice quality, perfect. Showcase his energy and enthusiasm. The speech was well articulated. pronunciations were all proper, all the words were clear, and there was effective usage of pauses. Toastmaster Marwan's speech title was, I Can Change It. So in today's speech, what can he change to make it better? In the speech today, there was a mother-son, husband-wife, mentor-mentee. These were all opportunities for using voice modulation. There can be a distinct voice for different characters. Of course, with incessant practice, you can achieve it. You can improve your conversation style, and I observed one more thing. While speaking about husband and wife, the first time the husband position was here and the wife position was here. This is called anchoring. So my mind already registered husband is here and wife is here. The second time you switched. Okay, so this confuses the audience a bit. These are the only few things what I can think of in your speech. Otherwise, I want to sum it up by saying the human voice is the most perfect instrument of all, and your speech was music to our ears. Over to you.
See, this is why I always look forward to an evaluation session. What an expertise. Please give a big hand of applause to Toastmaster Bosco. Now, the second evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Sandeep, will give his observations and constructive suggestions to speaker number 2, Toastmaster Bob. About Toastmaster Sandeep, he has been a Toastmaster for 11 years. Talk about consistency, huh? He thinks faster than the speed of light. He talks faster than the speed of light. And a fun fact about him is that he enjoys playing pranks on people he loves. So all Toastmasters beware. And please welcome Toastmaster Sandeep Adnani.
Well, I'm not the best at this, but I can still give it a shot. So give me a C.
C.
Give me another C. And give me an I. C, C, I. Charismatic, credible, and intelligent. Now, how many of you agree with me that that just summarizes our speaker, Toastmaster Bob, today?
Absolutely. 100%.
Toastmaster Bob, you have all three qualities in you, and that makes you an exceptional speaker. Presentation mastery itself is not the easiest of parts. And effective body language is quite a critical project in that part itself. So I will start off with the evaluations with two sides. The first one where you were absolutely CCI, and the second where you could do with some notching it up. Your grammar and your speech clarity are absolute top notch. We all know that as a club, we've seen that as members, and you continue to boost that up with the words that you use and the choice of language that you choose to display. The PowerPoint positioning was just about perfect, and your position was aligned with it as well. Nowhere during the presentation you came in the middle of the slide or you obstructed what was being displayed on the screen. Audience interaction. You got the audience with you in more than one moment. There were several interactions. You took voting, tell me this, tell me that, and the audience was with you at all times. The moment you were sort of swaying away, you brought them back in with another vote. Okay, give me this. What about that? Very impressive way of keeping the audience with you. There were a lot of interesting facts all throughout your speech about Simon Sinner, Vikram Murin. You threw in numbers, 465, 272, 7 million. Just lovely pieces of information that we took back along with ourselves. And then there was an aha moment where you said, visuals when matched with gestures create the right impact. Your sense of humor is the I part of it. It's always intelligent, and I think that's something as an audience that we enjoy. and you sprinkle that all throughout your speech. Your body language, examples of 1 of 3, when you pointed towards technology, I think was brilliantly done. Now, suggestions for improvement, if I may. I felt there was a bit of lack of clarity in the topic throughout the speech. You started off with magic, then went to TED, then somewhere we were not clear where this was heading, and then somewhere in the middle you announced the topic. So I would suggest the opening should summarize what you're trying to convey at the start of the speech itself. You stood at one, the presentation was pretty effective, and that restricted to one side of the stage, which restricted your movement overall as a speaker. I think you'd switch the slide off. Use the stage forward and it's connected to both sides of the audience would definitely add that impact. A small observation, a cap with lights on can be a little distracting. So if you're wearing it in the audience, it's fine, but coming to the stage, try and take that off, just so that we have the focus on you and your gestures while you're at it. Timing, 8 seconds overshot, but I wouldn't count too much on that. I think the most important suggestion that I have is, effective body language was the most important, crucial part of the project. There was 2 sides to it, unintentional and intentional. Unintentional says you won't limit yourself, but intentional says that you use it purposefully. So while you were great at the former, where you didn't limit your body language, I felt the purposeful movement was lacking. I felt there was too much of body language which caused a lot of distraction, so try and tone that out a little bit. In conclusion, your boldness as a speaker is incessant. Align that with your persistent spirit to change and continue being the CCI speaker that you are. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. You covered every detail in your speech. You should be a teacher. Let's hear it up for Toastmaster Sandeep. Now it's time for the timer's report. Amit, please.
Yeah. TM Bosco, 2 minutes 10 seconds. TM Sandeep, 3 minutes 10 seconds. Qualified.
Yeah. Please go to menti.com. Can everyone vote? Only those. It's now time to hear from Toastmaster Vikas Jalan, the word master of the day. He was incessantly counting people. Please welcome to present his report, Toastmaster Vikas Jalan.
Thank you everyone for using the word incessant. And today Jayasree has used maximum 3 times. Marwan has used it once. We have Bob who has used twice. Bosco has used it once. And Sandeep has used it once. So thank you all for using this word. And we can continue using this word in our future communications. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas. Now it's time for the grammarian. The grammarian has to pay attention to the good use of English and provide suggestions for improvement. Today, Toastmaster Nisreen has taken up that role. About Toastmaster Nisreen, she is a delight to be with. She is daring. She is so daring that before giving her icebreaker speech, she was a TMOD. She is calm, she is always positive, and thinks about helping everyone she meets. Please give a warm welcome to Toastmaster Nisreen Ali.
Hello again, Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and guests. My role as a grammarian, timer. My role as a grammarian is to take note of every time the English language was used not in the proper way, to be positive, and to also highlight those moments where there was a very good or outstanding usage of the English language. I will not be mentioning names. We will start with the tense. Sometimes when the past tense should have been used, the present tense was used. For example, I start, I started. Every club has president, every club has a president. I joined Toastmasters to have public speaking skills. I joined Toastmasters to learn or to develop or to improve my public speaking skills. I can click some selfies, I can take some selfies. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem is a Latin word, so the pronunciation is different. I remember this incident. I remember this incident. Incident refers to frequency. Incident refers to the event. If I was in his shoes, a better way would be if I were in his shoes. I am at awe. I am in awe. Is the best time? It is the best time. It's time where? It's a time where. Kids doesn't need money. Kids don't need money. Because it is the plural. Now, some really good usage of English. I vividly remember this pivotal meeting. It highlights how much that memory is vivid, very clear, in full technicolor. I had an epiphany. I embarked on a journey. So you can see the beautiful usage of words. Like the speaker could have used other words that we use every day, but here you can see that it's the next level. Create an abundant life from your passion. Speed of light. You can gauge. My best is yet to come. This is an opportunity to be a new me. And so much more, but for the sake of the time, I will finish here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nasreen. I guess I was a gold mine for bad use of grammar. Now it's time for the R counter. The role R counter is one of the most difficult ones for me because I always get so immersed in the speeches that I forget to count the R's. I hope Toastmaster Pawan Kumar has not done the same. So, about Toastmaster Pawan Kumar, he is a systematic planner, a successful businessman, and a fun fact about him is that he slept at the airport boarding gate and missed his flight. Please welcome Toastmaster Pawan Kumar.
Good evening, everyone. So my role was as a R counter. So TM Vikas Dilan has used R 2 times and so 3 times. And TM Posco has used R 2 times. And TM Nisreen used R 2 times and so 1 time. And TM from Morocco, I don't know his name. He used 2 times so and 1 time but. So, and for the guest, I think we should.
He's the guest.
For the guest, that Pramodini, she used couple of times. So that's all. Yeah, good evening.
Now we are moving on to my favorite session of the evening, general evaluation. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Muhammad Rashid. Toastmaster Muhammad Rashid has been a member of Toastmasters for 14 years. He is an internal auditor He is the past president of Lagoon Toastmasters Club and someone who like to have a sweet after every meal. And that's 3 sweets, 365 days, and a whooping 1,095 sweets a year, and still look this dashing. Yeah. Toastmasters, Muhammad Rashid.
Oh. What an amazing meeting it was. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests here. Good evening.
Good evening.
I reached the venue by around 6:45, and by then almost all the exco members were here. President was here, VP Education was here, Toastmaster of the day was here, and that shows how much amount of work was going in the background. Toastmaster Saleh is the surgeon at arms, gave a very energetic introduction to the meeting today. He commented the recent winning of Morocco and connected it with the Toastmaster spirit, and lovely introduction of the president as well. And he also explained the Toastmasters mission. But I would have loved him to also tell us where the location of the restrooms were. I think that was missed by Toastmaster Saleh. But otherwise wonderful. And he also gave a lovely introduction to our president. Then President Toastmaster Devi, usual charming way she has given her presidential speech. Her passion for Toastmaster is evident in the way she executed her role. And so far, the most effective explanation of what the pathways is, in such a short time, succinctly, she has explained in a nutshell what pathways is. And she also connected the pathways with the requirement of individual Toastmaster, whether it is confidence, whether it is leadership. So each Toastmaster can choose the pathway which he or she requires. So that was wonderful. And welcoming the new members, that actually boosts the morale of the new members, and they also feel at home. Excellent. But I thought today you could have smiled a little more. Your usual smile was missing, but wonderful otherwise. Then came the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jayasree. We know from the moment she was announced as a TMOD, she was incessantly working in the background to make this meeting successful. And it is now because of her. She also had some self-deprecating joke like either by death by bullet or death inch by inch. I think for newcomers that was inspiring. You know, that you can make mistake or you can take challenges early on in the Toastmaster journey. How do you feel now? Great, isn't it? Then inspirational story of the mountain climber, there was climber, beautiful slides displaying the path, title and project of the speech. But having said that, I thought sometimes giving more details will take the focus away from you and we tend to look at the slides. So that has to be balanced, maybe only the photo and then the rest of the things you can explain. But otherwise, well done today's meeting. Please give a round of applause. Then came Toastmaster Vikas with his maiden World Master role. I was incessantly guessing what the meaning of incessant was. Because the World Master forgot to mention the meaning. Rest everything, he explained it well, the synonyms, antonyms, and he also had good usage of the words, some example sentences. But I think the technology failed him. The initial slide was missing, that is why he couldn't explain the meaning. I was also incessantly guessing on what the meaning of that picture was. I think that also he missed. But that means ceaseless. He told me later. But otherwise, well executed. Again, give a round of applause to Toastmaster Marwan. What to say? Excellent speech, already evaluated well by our evaluator. He had all the ingredients of a great speech. Movement, that is moving with a purpose. Dialogues, he introduced characters, gestures, props even, and an inspiring speech in the end. Toastmaster Robert also evaluated by our stalwart evaluator, Toastmaster Sandeep, another inspiring speech today. And for me, the takeaway is 7%, 38%, 55%, 7% of the words, tone 38%, and body language 55%. Excellent. Induction ceremony executed well by Toastmaster Misha, conducted very professionally and gracefully. Well done. Table topics, the master, Toastmaster Mirza, explained the role well, explained the time, even though in between Toastmaster Salah came with his usual running emoji and tried to interfere in between, but he carried on well and then explained the topic also. My suggestion to you is you can avoid using the word question. Instead you can say topics. It's table topics. Then guest Pramodini. I just wanted to mention about guest Pramodini. She articulated well whatever she has to say. And it takes a lot of courage to come as a guest in a meeting for the first time and to say such words. And you don't have to say sorry. Please give it away for in very few words, you have articulated whatever you have to say, and that is what matters. And evaluator Toastmaster Bosco, well done, very observant, and he also. I was thinking, what to say about Toastmaster Marwan, but he observed about this anchoring part, excellent, which I failed to. Very observant eyes. And he also had a very inspiring closing. And Toastmaster Sandeep, what to say? Stalwart evaluator. Continue being the CCI speaker, and you continue being the CCI evaluator, my friend. And grammarian Toastmaster Nasreen, not mentioning the name was an excellent idea. Explained the role well and highlighted good usage of words. And Akaunta Pavan Kumar again explained the role well, and he also did justice to his role. And Greek Master, Toastmaster Jana, Shoot Master, Toastmaster Amina. The verdict will come once we see the pictures. And Timer, Toastmaster Amitava, all did justice to their respective roles. Now some general comments. The feedback slips, even though Toastmaster the day asked to fill the feedback slips were not there. So that EXCOM could consider. And you may avoid the use TM so and so, TM so and so. You can say Toastmasters so and so, Toastmasters so and so. Excellent meeting today. I enjoyed the meeting exceedingly well. I wish you all the best to the Toastmaster of the day. Please give us a round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashid. Meticulous and thorough. Please give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Rashid. Now I request for the timer's report on the role players. Toastmaster Amit, please.
Wordmaster, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Grammarian, 3 minutes 10 seconds. R counter, 1 minute 45 seconds. General evaluator, 8 minutes 35 seconds.